doesn't know how weak you are, yes. The day has not realized you're just grasping at the straws of being good enough. Good enough. Good enough to hold your head up high someday. That's the goal I'm shooting for anyway. Like nothing's happened once again. All those plans falling by the wayside. Another day we weren't quite good enough. Remember how strong we used to be. Better place where we both can be ourselves again. Maybe we can go to a better place where no one knows our names. Evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. Thank you so much for all the anniversary wishes. Yes, yesterday was Maria and it was our 10th wedding anniversary. So wow. That was pretty fantastic. So we opened the show with one of her favorite songs as of now. Yeah. Which is Better Place. Yeah. Woo-hoo. So,
also, does anyone notice the sound?
Does it sound... Did we distort it all there? Because it was... We've been working hard to get some more volume, so we've done some things. And this is our inaugural run, hoping that we've gotten more volume without distortion.
I was more wondering, does it sound better and louder?
Is it a better sound, I guess?
Better place, better sound.
So, hello, Mandolin. Good to see you here. Top Cat, always good to see you. Hey, can we give Top Cat that blue wrench, please?
Yeah.
Top Cat, we're going to give you a blue wrench, and that way you can drop any links for upcoming stuff you have, but also you can click on all these fine people here to check out their channels as well. Camellia, always good to see you. OG Sunshine in the house. Phil Hogg visiting us all the way from the UK. Camellia is in Australia as well, so we got folks from all over the world hanging out. Maria is here as always in the chat and directly to my left. Pookie's here. Teacher Julie Rose, which also means Joe and Juniper. Hello to you all. We got Roque stopping in, and Bad Joe. I don't know when Bad Joe put his notes up. One of my favorite things about doing live streams, when your live is set up ahead of time, people can stop into the live chat at any point. So you'll get ones that were there for 3 days sometimes. They disappear after a bit, but it's cool to see someone stopping in on like a Monday afternoon in my live chat for a live show that's not happening until Wednesday night. Blue Unicorn in the house. Hey buddy, how you doing? So we've got a few things that we want to get to tonight. I always get sidetracked and just start thinking of the next song I'm going to play. But we got a gift.
Oh, yeah?
Yesterday. So for our 10th anniversary, cool. Thanks Blue. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Also, thanks everybody for the anniversary wishes. That's so sweet. Thank you.
So we got this. Am I holding that well enough?
Yes.
You see that? That is a gift to us from our grandmom. Very special.
I'm curious.
Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess what it is? We'll get some guesses.
I mean, I can guess what it is, but I guess that's unfair for me to guess.
It's not called a guess if you know. It says Happy 10th Anniversary, Eminem, 524. I love Mom and G-Mom. That's what I call my grandmom because I couldn't spell or pronounce her name when I was a kid, so she was my G-Mom, the OG mom.
Mm-hmm. Are we guessing?
So, I'm just looking at the chat real quick. Is there any guesses that have come through? Oh, first anniversary is paper. Yes, Mandolin, that is true. The 10th anniversary is
tin, or as Phil Hogg would say, aluminium.
Interestingly, 9th anniversary was Willow, and we did not know that last year. But you know how the universe kind of does its thing. Yes. So speaking of Willow, let's see if there's anyone guessing. I'm scrolling. Just do the thing. Yep.
Yeah, I can't really hold things up.
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead. This is my grandmother made this for me.
Check that out. How sweet is that? Grandma painted that for us for our 10th anniversary.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Grandma.
So where is it gonna go?
Well, I think for tonight they're just gonna hang out and be buddies.
Okay.
And then maybe we'll redo the mantle and get a new setup going again. We like to change it up every once in a while. Oh, thanks, Phil. I tried.
Oh, also, my grandmother named the giraffe Wilma.
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
Wilma, so cute.
Awesome. I'd say that was probably the best anniversary gift we got so far. Yeah?
Was it like the only one?
It was, but it was still tops.
We got an invitation to walk around the park with a neighbor.
Yes, we did.
That was sweet. Which, by the way,
thank you, neighbor. We haven't contacted you yet, but thank you for your very sweet card. And yes, we would love to walk around the lake with you.
Yeah, so thank you everybody that's hanging out, listening. Thank you for all the lurkers. Thank you for all the people that watch the replays. We appreciate it tremendously. All the correspondence through comments, through chats on our channel and on others. I get some messenger comments now, which is kind of cool. Some people that I know off of YouTube, it's kind of neat to get text messages, just like regular text messages from people about the live streams. That's always fun. This is called Gentle Ways. I know it moves these gentle waves, the storm they say will come. The risk of capsizing seems so far off compared to returning with an empty hold. The empty belly of my daughter Empty pockets, nothing heard. Once we have a catch with something, that's when we'll return. Mighty waters spilling over, the whole deck's awash. The mast is broken, the ship just floating, all direction lost. Ooh. I stood and watched as he loaded all the cargo. The sun not up, light just kissing the horizon. Till he goes out on the gentle waves. Daddy goes away. I wait each morning at the dock down by the harbor, keeping my eyes peeled for his sail, you know I'll holler. Daddy's ship is coming in. Daddy's come back home. The ship is battered, missing boards and full of water. My father's body at the helm, he is the captain, tied to the wheel as the sea becomes his coffin. His lowly vessel swallowed by the ocean. Daddy's gone out on the gentle waves. Daddy's gone away. Welcome in Tea at Nana's and Lord Spike Protein. And yes, Phil, every anniversary could have an animal, so maybe we'll make up our own little list. We will shirk convention and moving forward from the 10th anniversary on, we will make up an animal to celebrate each holiday. Every other year will be the giraffe. It's
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
you know, just for economical reasons.
Yeah, totally. We'll have a whole bevy of giraffes.
There you go.
Is that what? I wonder what a group of giraffes is called.
Yeah. Somebody look that up. What is a group of giraffes? Is it a gaggle of giraffes?
A gaggle.
Is it a giggle of giraffes?
Giggle. It is for me from now on.
Okay. Nice.
I think it's called a tower. Is it
A tower of giraffes?
Did I just get that right?
Maybe. I'll play the next song while we figure that out. If anybody bothers to Google that, just drop it in chat so we know.
Yeah, I think it's
Do I chance it? Tell never one how I'm feeling. attention and questions I don't want to answer. I just wanted to get this off my chest. By the way the light falls, slipping slowly down the walls, do I need to be here? If my morning song is always sung alone, do I need to be here? So do I risk it, or bottle it up and hope they miss it? All the signs say we should have seen it. Wish he would have got this off his chest. Do I listen to all those judges and their missions? I'd hope they'd say, we're glad you're with us. We all question our existence. Oh, from time to time. By the way the light falls, slipping slowly down the walls, do I need to be here? If my morning song is always sung alone, do I need to be here? By the way the light falls, slipping slowly down the walls, do I need to be I like Phil's idea. I like the stretch. It's a stretch of duress. At the start of the day, I had everything that I needed. A bag full of food, a jug filling up in the rain. When the sun reappeared, I tried all my clothes on the line. One pair of pants, 2 shirts full of holes in these boots. At the front gate, I bartered my bread for passage. Up to the porch where they took all the food I had gathered. I walked through the door that they call Heaven's Gate. There I stumbled. I was taken aback. There was no one keeping score. Ooh, is it any wonder why this whole world falls apart? I slipped out the back door with a handful of no questions answered. Then down I set out at full speed till I ran out of anger. Left tired, left hungry, all I got left is this jug of water. I never noticed before this little hole here in the bottom. Ooh, is it any wonder why this whole world falls apart? Ooh, no questions, no answers. Nobody's keeping score at all. At the start of the day, I had everything that I needed. Thanks. Zach Thong, good to see you, buddy. here to say it's okay to write songs that are only a minute and a half. I'm accepting of all songs and all song lengths. You only come down when it's time to fess up. You only wonder how I'm doing when things are getting rough. Does it ever cross your mind to bestow a little grace upon the place that you've made? You always dig in once you've been put out, headstrong and confidently full of doubt. Does it ever cross your mind to bestow a little grace upon the place that you've made? That's You Only Come Down. I used to shy away from short songs, and I kept thinking they weren't finished, and I kept trying to work on them to add parts or make them longer. And then I have a couple that I'm just like, they sound the best at the length that they are. Just put them out there.
That's good.
Chuck M, good to see you, buddy. We didn't make it last night. Chuck M, if anybody lives in the New Jersey area, Death of the Fox Brewery, down in, is that considered Paulsboro or Clarksboro? Mount Royal. Chuck runs an open mic there. If you happen to be around, check it out. Chuck is awesome. Also, click on Chuck's page and subscribe to Chuck. Actually, yeah, can we make Zach Thong and Chuck both blue?
Yep.
Welcome to the club. We're going to make you blue, Chuck and Zach, and you can drop links for anything that you have coming up. And also, you can click on some of these other fine people in the chat, and it'll say go to channel, and you can get connected. Early morning, I'm awake. Coffee on a campfire grate. I look up and wait till little bits of sun are peeking through the canopy. Then I'm off to work, trading places chained to the trunk, saving this bark from their bite. We got all the money, but we got the fight. Take a lot, does it take all that you've got to hold it all together? Was that your best shot? Now you feel stuck in this spot for what feels like forever. But everyone around you knows destined for bigger things. You look so close at every tree, you miss out on the forest. Does it hurt your heart that you're doing the parts that no one seems to value? And you gave up your lot, put yourself in harm's way, hoping to leave the world a better place. Everyone around you knows have grown a forest. At the end of the day, next shift arrives and I am unchained. Back to that campfire grate. Another day, and it's all still the same. Early morning, I'm awake. Another cup of coffee, the whole world is at stake. I look up and wait till little bits of sun are peeking through the canopy. And I don't know if I mentioned the Death at the Fox open mic that Chuck runs is from 6 to 9 on Tuesday evenings. It was running through my head before I started that song, so I was like, just remember to say that. Tuesday nights. Hear me out, I've got a plan. If you've got a few bucks for a few gallons of gas, we'll head down the expressway tonight. Pretend to throw some coins in the toll. We'll park where it's free by the apartments I know. Then make our way to the boardwalk's edge. Watch this hurricane roll in. It looks like a ghost hovering over the ocean, a moving darkness that's getting closer. I know we should head home. Wind's picking up, it's raining sideways, lightning flashes over big waves. I felt so small beneath the power of nature. I know we should head home. We should head home. You said let's go down and get closer, take our shoes off and put our feet in the water. We can make a run for the car once the storm is upon us. Soaking wet, no regrets. On the drive home we're so quiet. A story to tell, running round both our brains. That time we outran a hurricane. It looks like a ghost hovering over the ocean, a moving darkness that's getting closer. And I know we should head home. Wind's picking up, it's raining sideways, lightning flashes over big waves. I felt so small beneath the power of nature. I know we should head home. We should head home. Thank you so much, everybody, for your in-person applause. Mrs. Hi, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Allie. Hi, Allie. That's Allie, one of Allie's favorite songs. One of Allie's favorite MichaelSongs, I should say.
You Summonster.
Yeah. So anybody that's new here, these are all original songs. We do these the first and third Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. We also go live every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern. If you hear any song that you like in particular, you glance over here where it says thank you right now, and there will be a song title over there. And that way the next time you see me, you can call out the songs that you like, and I will play them for you. Anything else? We got a tip jar.
Okay.
Right? We got, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just,
We have a tip jar if anyone wants to send anything our way. It's always much appreciated. We also, for anyone that came in a little, I'll recap a little bit because there's some people that weren't here in the beginning. Our 10th wedding anniversary was yesterday. Our 10th wedding anniversary was yesterday. We got a little gift from Maria's grandmom. She painted us this giraffe.
Wilma.
Yeah, she named her Wilma, and she for tonight she's hanging out with Willow, and then maybe we'll redo our little setup here.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so
Also,
Michael did mention our tip jar, so I'm going to put the QR code up for anyone that is interested. We do accept wedding anniversary gifts. Just kidding.
10-year anniversary is tin or aluminum, so if you want to just send us your refund cans, your pop-tops or whatever.
Can of beans would be good.
There you go. You can leave the beans in there. We would also appreciate the beans and the tin or aluminum that they're in.
it's true.
It's true, as long as they're not pork and beans. I'm vegetarian. Michael can eat the pork and beans, though.
So anyway, here's our QR code if you'd like.
Yeah.
And I will also put the link in the chat for anyone.
I should say that out loud here. So yeah, and just overall, we're just really glad that you're here to celebrate our anniversary with us, our 10th anniversary. This is so exciting, and we do have a lot. Like Michael hasn't informed you yet, but we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up in this show.
In this show, we've got jugglers, people on stilts,
unicyclists.
Yeah. Is that unicycle eye?
If there's two of them, are they bicyclists?
Are there, yeah. So yeah. If they're side by side, if it's multiple people on multiple unicycles, then it's unicycles. But if it's multiple people on one unicycle, they are considered unicycle eye.
I think they're called bicyclists.
Bicyclists?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure that out and we'll get back to you.
If a group of giraffes is called a tower, what is a group of unicyclists called?
A giraffe, I think. Yes, Allie, we will also accept tinfoil hats. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, please. Definitely.
Fedora or pork pie is my favorite shape if you want to. Or you can just send it in a ball with instructions and I will shape it.
As you will see later today in our show, I am more of a classic bucket hat fan.
Later in the show or now in the show? I have a little note here for the things that we wanted to share today. I have a little note that right after Stormchaser, you were going to share some anniversary photo type things.
I was, okay.
Yeah.
Do that.
So for anyone that's interested, we've got pictures of New Zealand. That's going to be coming up now, right now, and a little slideshow. And then we also have, hopefully y'all stick around for that, we promised a vacation slideshow, which everyone loves. It's only like 10 or 15 pictures. And then after that, at some point, we're going to show off a new merch item.
What?
That we have. Yes, that's a little preview. A merch item is coming up. And then after that, we will show a slideshow of photos of us. That sounds so egotistical. It's all us. That Michael will play live with guitar. Hopefully, we'll see. We didn't test it. We didn't test it, but I've got the video.
Yeah, we made, some of you saw it on Chad Freeman's show. We made a video for the song Because of You, and we were going to release that song, and then we listened back and we were like, nah, we got to redo that. So rather than release it, we're going to try to play the video from it, and I'll just play the song underneath of it towards the end of the show.
It's kind of like back in the 90s when they would play like Wizard of Oz movie in the background, and somebody would play like Dark Side of the Moon in front of it.
Yeah, so I'll start playing on the third word.
But for us, it's giraffes and unicorns. So, all right. So, are we gonna do the New Zealand stuff now?
Yeah, you're gonna share some photos.
Oh, okay.
Some photos of our, is it all photos from our wedding trip?
Yes. So we called it a ceremony or a honeymoon, like a honeymoon or a ceremony. So the way that we did our wedding situation, we did it backwards. First, we did the honeymoon first.
Well, first we met.
We did.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
We met, we hung out for a while. We were really good friends for a handful of years. Then somehow, somewhere along the way, we fell in love, and then we went.
Yes, I'm going to take these down. This is distracting me. But yes, we did meet 20 years ago, and then we dated, and then we got married. No, actually, then we dated, then we went on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And then we came home. No, we went on our honeymoon, then we got married at the end of our honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came home, and 2 weeks later, we did the reception.
We took our engagement photos, but in between.
That's true.
In between our wedding, after our honeymoon, and after our wedding, then we took engagement photos, and then we had a reception celebration thing. We do things very conventional around here.
Very conventional.
But we have some photos from that trip. We rented an RV, and this was 2014, so 10 years ago. 10 years ago now, we were driving around the South Island of New Zealand, having a fantastic time. So here's some photos from that.
Yeah, some photos and some quick stories. So here's the first one. Let's hope I did this right. Nope. Why isn't that showing? Let's see. I screwed it up.
Cool.
It's supposed to. It showed last time. Huh. Where'd it go? Maybe you have to turn this off. Let's see if that works. I have a feeling it's not going to work.
Sorry, folks. This worked yesterday. This part we did test, of course.
Yeah, that's funny how the things that we test are the things not working, and the things that we're just, we'll figure it out on the fly, they're working fine.
Yeah. Let's put that
Alright.
back up for now.
You want me to jump back into some music?
Yeah, why don't you play a song and we'll see what happens while I mess around back here with
You can
the,
take a little gander, see if you recognize the issue. Pendar, good to see you. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. So I tried to squeeze in a bunch of Maria's favorites. Obviously, she enjoys most of my songs. But those who have been around long enough also know that she created a spreadsheet for my songs and rates all my songs. So essentially anything that gets a bad rating, I either drop the song or I work really hard to improve that song. Yes, it was quite daring to jump from that height. The falling is the best part of your life. Till you hit the bottom, when it all suddenly paused. If you had hit the ground running, there'd be endless applause. But you just hit the bottle, and anyone who's around, constantly hoping to change. You only get what you put in. So don't cry me a river, just build a bridge. This is the hard part, I don't know why, it just is. Make amends with your demons, so as a means to an end. If you can forgive your worst parts, you'll be flying again. So put away the bottle, no one's around. sons. It's the roof to the Aloha Wego. And it goes to bed when you say, and it never tries to color outside the lines that you've drawn for it. And it never keeps you up worrying past dawn. It never has to say, I'm sorry, 'cause it's always done just what you wanted. Calls you up 'cause it thought of you. It never needs advice or cuddling. It keeps you up at night. Oh, the wondering if it's so ideal. Why do you feel like you raised something that just doesn't need you? Where did you draw the lines? Where did you draw the lines? Where did you draw the lines? Such an ideal machine shouldn't need you. You program and move on. Looking for something to justify or pacify you. You're looking for flaws when an ideal machine shouldn't need you. You program and move on. And it goes to bed when you say, and it never tries to color outside the lines that you've drawn for it. Where did you draw the lines? Where did you draw the lines? What did you draw? What did you draw? The lines.
I love that song.
Thanks. Anti, good to see you, buddy.
And just to see Pendar's here too.
Yeah, I saw Pendar. I said hello, but hello again, Pendar.
Bart.
And Tia Nanas is still here as well. Hello, Tia Nanas. Thanks for hanging out.
Speaking of ideal machines, I think I fixed it. Let's see.
Oh, cool.
That's a good sign. Okay. So,
Darn Ideal Machine ate my pictures from last night, but I reloaded them all. So this will be quick and hopefully enjoyable.
we'll start. Okay.
So for those of you that don't know, that's Australia. We flew to New Zealand, but we had to fly to Australia first. And we left on May 3rd and arrived on May 6th. It was a very long travel, and also the time zones and all that. But we flew into Brisbane where the little star is, and then I don't know if you can see, but there's a little line of islands just about 4 o'clock past the big old continent of Australia. Those two little islands there, that's New Zealand. Not everybody knows where they are, so I put that up there. This was when we went to Australia. We hired a tour guide, and because we were only there for a short time, but we hired a tour guide, and she took us to this really cool rainforest. And you can see those are Michael's actual man-sized hands, and that's a very large seed pod of some sort, right?
Yeah, either that or it was like a quadruple dinosaur egg.
Quadruplets, something like that. Speaking of cool things in the forest, we've got this. Look at that guy. So many of you know that for many years, 40 plus years, Michael did not allow his picture to be taken. So don't tell him, but I snuck this one while he was walking. He just looked so cool. I had to take a picture. Also, you'll notice that some of the pictures are a little fuzzy. I didn't have really great equipment, and sometimes I had to be quick on the sly. So apologies for the not super great quality, but
Also, Camellia is in Australia, and she's saying Dane tree. So I'm assuming, does that mean the bean pod is from a Dane tree? Is that correct?
oh, cool! I never knew. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. Very cool. It was cool, whatever it was. We left it there. We didn't take it. Don't worry. So also cool things. Maybe you can help us out with this, Camellia. But check out, that is one tree that has fallen in the woods. The tree that's fallen in the forest. Do you think it made a sound when it fell?
Pretty sure that one did.
And they cut a path through it so people could walk. But again, that is Michael, a adult male sized person, and many of you that have seen me and Michael standing next to each other, you know just how tall he is, just how small I am. Even though he looks very small on that desk, the tiny desk. Anyway, that's a big tree. I thought that was a cool picture. Also in Australia, we went to a coffee plantation. Michael, as you know, loves coffee. What'd you think about the coffee, babe?
It was pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
It was a nice, we did a 12-hour layover in Australia. So the coffee was much needed. And after whatever it was, 39 million hour flight that it took to get there, the coffee was delicious, and we got a nice tour of the plantation as well.
It was really good. And it was sweet. It was really sweet little... None of this was really planned. The tour guide planned to take us to the... It was actually rainforest. Camellia, I saw your note. It started with a T, but it was a T something rainforest. I'm looking at the... How do you do this, reading the chat and perform at the same time? That's just so...
That takes a little bit of practice.
Speaking of practice, look at this badass, Allie says. Look at this badass making pancakes in the RV. So that is our RV. It's not a peephole. That was just the way that my camera took the picture. But Michael would make us pretty much 3 meals a day and some snacks in the RV. That was his little kitchen. And it was great because sometimes like we would get stuck in traffic because like a rock had rolled onto the road or something. So we had to stop and wait for them to clear it because it's, you know, New Zealand and whatnot. And he would pop in the back and make some food. So that was fun. But we didn't just use RVs for transport. We also used aeroplanes. So this was one of the airplanes that we took while in New Zealand. We went to go see, what is it called? Mitre Rock?
Miter Peak?
Miter Peak. I was like, it's much bigger than a rock. It's apparently one of the most photographed things in the whole world.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous and fascinating and amazing. And you can either, it's past Queensland, and you can either drive there, and it takes several hours.
It was something like 12 hours.
And it's very windy.
Drive.
And the weather changes quickly, and it's very dangerous. And we were in this big old RV, and I was the driver, and I was like, no, thank you. So instead, we took this little plane, very, very little plane with a few other people. It's one of those planes where they ask you how much you weigh before you get in. You're kind of looking around at the other people. Please don't lie. But this...
I informed them I had some extra pancakes in my pocket, just in case I needed a snack along the way.
This is the view from the plane, and we should have looked this up on the map. Is that the Tasman Sea? The sea that starts with a T. I'm showing my American education. Sorry, everybody. But that's the actual color. It looked like that. And that was the little plane. And we flew in between those rocks right there. That little, like, alley of a river. We flew in there to get to the Miter Peak, and the airport that we landed at was like the size of like a Walmart parking lot. Like it was if that, it was tiny little thing.
Very short runway. I was impressed.
Yeah.
That the guy was pulling down. Pendar knows her planes. She says the Cessna 210.
Awesome.
That's what it looked like.
Fantastic. Thank you, Pendar, for that. It was fun. I liked it because you could feel the wind while you were in the plane, so you kind of got that fresh breeze up in the air, which was nice. Oh, and just for scale, the little boat that you see there is actually a cruise ship. So there's a lot of cruise ships that go in that area. So you can see the 3 smokestacks of the cruise ship. That's how big that boat is, and that's how high up we are, and that's how big those rocks are. Rocks, the peaks. Speaking of gorgeous scenes, we now have this bad boy.
Yeah, I would have been happy to stay in that plane for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, in a safely, of course. Not like in a bad situation. So this is one of the areas where they filmed Lord of the Rings, and yes, you can imagine why, because it's stunning. I didn't adjust the colors on this. I know it looks like the colors are just unbelievable, but the blues, the greens, it was just amazing. And this is one of those things that cameras and pictures just don't do it justice. But it was stunning. And you can see the clouds on the left. That's how high we were. And a lot of that land, those rocks, the mountain peaks, it's all undiscovered. Like it's all still, unnavigated, which is pretty cool. So, speaking of navigating things that are unnavigated, one of the things...
I'm enjoying all your signals.
Unplanned.
Okay. Speaking of the next photograph.
One of the places we went was called a toy and automobile museum. And this is Michael, obviously, in a starfighter. He's not one for planes, but he loves toy planes. So I had to get a picture of that. But this toy museum, oh my God. So there's a toy museum and a brewery next door. And we were thinking, all right, we'll stop at the toy museum. Maybe it'll be an hour or so. And then we'll go to the brewery next door. We get to the toy museum. It's massive. It's like acres and acres and acres, probably 10 acres. I don't know. We should look it up. But, airplane hangars probably had 10 airplane hangars full of toys and vehicles and military vehicles. And outside there was military vehicles and regular vehicles and bicycles and things you could ride on. It was the coolest. We could have spent a whole day there easily. Days, probably. Anyway, it was super cool.
Yeah, we closed the place out. We stayed until the guy literally was like, "You have to leave now."
I was like, what if we hide in the starfighter? So we thought, okay, cool. Well, we'll stop at the brewery right next door. It's got to be like equally as awesome and impressive, and we'll get a drink and do our thing. So we go to the brewery, and this is the entirety of the brewery. Pretty much.
It's an efficiency.
Pretty much the size of a college dorm kitchen, equipped with the college dorm refrigerator and 2 little folding chairs. So we thought that was hilarious. The brewery was closed, unfortunately, so no beer for us. But that was just kind of a funny little dichotomy there. Now we've got, these are called, babe, what are these called?
Those are the pancake rocks.
And did you like them?
Yeah, it took me all day to make them and stack them, but well worth it.
Didn't even need any syrup. So this is like a natural phenomenon. So we went to visit the Pancake Rocks, and this next picture is also the Pancake Rocks. If you can see the shadow in the middle, that's the two of us. That's our little selfie, and you can see all the little lines in the rocks, which is pretty cool. That was a cool thing to see. And then this next slide inspired a song.
Yeah, that is the Truman track. So you can see, if you look in the center of the picture, you can see a little teeny tiny Michael with a white hat on. And if you look all up those striations, every day the tide comes in and goes all the way up to that green part. So while we were down there, Maria was terrified that the tide was going to come in any minute. And I was like, it doesn't come in all at once. It slowly comes in. So there was a whole other side to this as well that she didn't want to walk on. So I took the camera and I ran around to the other side and took some more photos as well. But because of how nervous she was, I wrote a song, Truman Track. I was going to try to play it tonight, but it requires the banjo, and I have not practiced the banjo in months. So I did not have time to warm up on that. So I will not play that song tonight, but I will play that song again soon. It's called the Truman Track, and it's essentially like a parable about what happens if you go out and you get stuck and the tide does come in.
And I would like to change the word anxious to cautious.
Okay.
I was cautious because I knew there was no one to rescue us. The beach was these tiny little pebbles, and it was really hard to run in, and I'm not much of a runner anyway. And you had to climb up this big cliffy staircase thing to get back up, and I just was being cautious, that's all. But it was really beautiful. So that was that. And then our last picture, we had to wake up very early in the morning, because if you get it just at the right time on the right day, you get this lake with this mirror reflection.
Yeah, it's Lake Matheson. I was so proud. Marie got up at 5:30 in the morning. She's not typically a morning person, but in New Zealand, traveling by RV, your circadian rhythm kicks back in. So every night at around 6, it would get pitch black, and she would start going to sleep not too late. So she started waking up earlier and earlier. So when we had to get up at 5:30 to catch this one, it wasn't that hard for her.
Plus, I mean, like, let's face it.
And it's a gorgeous walk just to get there too. It was beautiful, misty morning.
Yeah.
There was some spider webs with the sun glowing through it along this path, and benches and trees. And then you walk out and you come out into that, and the lake at that time of day is perfectly still. You could flip that image and no one would realize which one was the reflection.
Yeah, I think there's a duck somewhere in there, like way deep down. But yeah, this isn't like, there's no trickery of image, there's no slow shutter speed or anything, just snapped it. And we met a really cool couple there too. I don't know, we'll never see them again probably, but they rode motorbikes all over the world. They were an older couple, and they were really sweet. So that's our slideshow. We hope you enjoyed it. I will turn this off now. We are back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Thank you for coming along with us on that little trip. That was fun. I get the kids up and off to school. I wonder what he will do, and we're all alone in our house, and he's in one of those moods. I hate to say that I'm afraid, I don't want to sound like no fool, but everyone says if it's really that bad, what are you still there for? This is the man that I love, the father of my kids. We used to kiss and he'd hold me tight, he used to call me dear. Oh. Now I just wish that he'd leave me alone. And as sad as it is, I've grown accustomed to how I live. That I pray that one day he'll return to me and say, I'm sorry, dear, for the way I've been, oh, how I've been. And I promise to never again be mean. But you know how that goes. 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 Now I just wish that he'd leave me alone. As sad as it is, I've grown accustomed to how I lived. And I still pray that one day he'll return. Promise to never again be mean. But you know how that goes. 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 Welcome in, Kurt and Justine. Good to see you both here. Thank you for the happy anniversary wishes.
We're gonna have to do the pictures again so that Kurt and Justine can see them.
They'll catch the replay.
Also, Allie did catch the little Easter egg in there of you in the forest in the suit, and noted that MichaelSongs does wear a suit everywhere he goes.
Yeah, we'll have to share some work pictures at some point. I do everything in a suit. That's just what I wear.
And to those of you wondering, yes, he sleeps in the suit as well.
Axe and Nacho, good to see you.
First, let me say I remember this all differently. Then I hear you telling it. Yeah, I hear you telling it. Oh, you're using this to get back in good graces with the family for what you did. it's a start. 'Cause when you fall, we fall just as hard. When you call, we always respond. Hey, we were all there and we love you anyway. We've seen and heard the things you do, the things you say. Oh, the things you say. You can put all of that behind you now. Starting today. 'Cause when you fall, we fall just as hard. When you call, we always respond. Look, we are all still a little angry. When your coat's not hanging by the door you helped put up, we worry. The dishes have been washed and dried and put away. Like every day, there's a plate waiting for you. If you come home, please come home.
Welcome into Telusakin. I see Al and Heather, Folk and Blueser and Feisty Feather here. So good to see you. Here, we got a little less of this now, Folk and Blueser. Did we see the after pictures yet? I saw Feisty's beginning of the shaving of the beard for summer, but I did not see the final product yet. It's an enjoyable thing to look forward to every year. Thank you so much for documenting it. Did I miss anyone else sneaking in? I said hi to... Oh, Indy here. Indy. Hello, Indy.
So, Auntie, inside.
Yes.
I can't sit around and wait. Nothing ever finds you that way. Leaving things to chance, leaving things to fate, will only build resentment, and nobody wants to hate. So we trying to kid. I may be back tomorrow, I may be gone for good. Arms out, all akimbo, eyes up to the sky. Someday I'll find something that'll hold me for a while. Trying to kid, I love you kid, but that will only last so long. wild. But who are we trying to kid? I'm not coming home, kid. You're on your own.
Jorge, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for being here.
Pancakes, pajamas, playing pretend. We traveled the world. Airplane, sofa, couch, cushion, raft. We'd play all day. Then you'd whisper to me that I was here, that I was real, that I was yours, and that I would never be alone. Ooh. But that only lasted so long. Ooh. I barely counted to 10. You were gone. Ooh. Sometimes the game would go on for days. Ooh. I was always the one you left behind for someone more fun. I was a silent burden you carried. Don't think you told anyone that I was here, that I was real, that I was yours, and that I was all alone. Ooh. But that only lasted so long. Ooh. Baby, counted to 10, you were gone. Ooh. Sometimes the game would go on for days. I can still smell the nicotine on all of your clothes. Finally brought in the half-empty bottle you left on the lawn. The label scratched off, your lipstick smeared on. Your robe on the floor next to your phone. In it, pictures of a life that I've never known. Ooh, eventually I was taken, put through the system, and all that means. I had many homes, some worse than others. You know how that goes. Just waiting for you to find me. Barely counted to 10, you were gone. Sometimes the game just goes on. Neither of us winning, hide and seek. Thanks. That's hide and seek. So we've got coming up this Saturday, March 18th, 2024. I'm going to be a part of Morristown, New Jersey's Porch Fest. So I will be playing outdoors a 45-minute set.
at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So anybody that is nearby Morristown, New Jersey, feel free to come on by, check us out live, and we'll see if we have the abilities to set anything up, whether it's just getting some video or live stream, but we might be a little preoccupied. So maybe not. We'll see what happens. But just to have something, everybody else there is going to have CDs and T-shirts and all sorts of things, and we don't have any of that kind of merch. So we thought, what could we make real? We don't have any of that yet. Yeah, we're gonna start working on some merch soon. We're like, what can we get in time, and that would be cool, and with some artwork that I already happen to have. I had made a while back. Mr. B, good to see you. Thank you for being here. So we got, I can grab them. Yeah. So we got the first little bit of MichaelSongs merch. Check it out. We did tote bags because we figured they could put all of the merch that they pick up from other people into our tote bags. See that? There you go.
Cool.
We got it.
Michael designed the shopping cart logo, and I designed the coffee stain logo.
Here you go. So this image, this is Maria's special one. This is black with cream, but we got green with cream.
That's great.
Gray. Sorry, there's weird lights over here. This one's gray. We got maroon, and then this one's green. That one's green.
Yes.
So this artwork happened because for my 40th birthday, which was already almost 8 years ago, which is crazy. Some really good friends of mine, they invented this year-long game to play for my birthday, and they divided the year, and I forget how many it was. Every 9 days I got a new task to do. We called them yarns. Sometimes those yarns were like to get me out of my comfort zone, because I'm very introverted, was to like go to a coffee house and talk to a barista, because I wouldn't talk to strangers. There were some that were drawing, some that were some tasks that I had to do that were writing tasks. I wrote some songs.
Did you create the little?
Yeah, so one of the yarns we had to create avatars for each other, all three of us, and this was the avatar that I made. This is a little me that I made out of all the little extra washers and screws and stuff that was in my toolbox. So he hangs out up here. But one of the yarns involved I had to ride in a shopping cart and get video of it for them. Mm-hmm. So it was like I had to work on having fun in public and not feeling ashamed of that. They had points behind each one. I wrote a song on banjo. I did a bunch of other things. So I drew up. This is part of a larger picture that I drew. So when we were going to make little tote bags, little shopping bags, I thought, what better image than a MichaelSongs playing a banjo inside of a shopping cart?
Yeah.
And you are an expert shopping cart driver, I will add. Really good.
Thank you. I've been perfecting it.
Yeah, impressive.
Working hard at how to ride around in a shopping cart. So that is our merch that we have to give out, to sell on Saturday, and my first official live performance. I've done some open mics and things like that in person, but this is my first full set live outside of the house, unless you count the live stream from the porch. Hey Ozark, good to see you, buddy.
Also, many thanks to Lucikin. That's very sweet of you.
Yeah, maybe we should just sell audio of your left, right? Like how they have the easy button, we can get like a little Maria button, and you just hit it, and it's different recordings of your life.
I would only do that if Nacho agreed to duet laugh with me. I would do that.
Nice. All right, back to the music, right? Did we cover all the things we need to? First and third Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, Sundays 12 noon Eastern. Original songs, tip jar, email, songwriting sessions, song titles, drafts.
Give me a second here.
Here's my jammy.
Yeah. I'll put the tip jar up. I will put the QR code for all things MichaelSongs if you're interested.
I just try to say all the stuff faster and faster each time to see how quick she can get them all up.
Meanwhile,
you do so well though. They're up in like seconds.
Meanwhile, we're adding more and more things to our OSB dashboard, and there's so many things over here to look at.
spectacle now. As it turns out, the loudest of men have the fragilest egos. So great and powerful, just don't pull back that veil. The man behind the curtain, so weak and so frail.
Welcome in, Joe Norman.
This maker of magic, all smoke and mirrors. Maybe the true fear is in being seen. Unfasten those grommets, take the fabric down. Once you remove the curtain, your true voice is found. So dismantle your systems, all your bells and whistles. This armor is harming your beautiful heart. If you're brave enough, step out from that curtain. Step into the light and lay your armor down. The man behind the curtain, so weak and so frail, is finally singing, is finally proud.
Thanks.
It's good stuff. This is a collaboration song.
This one's a collaboration between me and MichaelSongs to a certain extent. I came up with the concept and the title, which won fair and square in a voting thing that we did, a poll. And this is the result.
Paid for sketching faces from the edge of memories. These faces are no one to recognize for their deeds. They call me the sketch artist. Well, I sketch anyway. I left the joy of art behind me with the me of yesterday. I've been drawing these same lines since I picked up a pen. I know the curve of your jawline and that scar under your chin. mornings I'd practice. You sat there so still. Your unwavering patience, oh, that was so encouraging. That's why it's so hard to fathom. I'm drawing your face again. The curve of your jawline, that scar under your chin. I get paid for sketching faces from the edge of memories. There's faces of no one. Then you're staring back at me.
That's beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah, that was almost a year ago
Oh, wow.
already. We did that song, and we did a Help Us Name the Song contest, and Folk and Blueser actually helped out with a couple lines in the song. It seems really recent, but that was almost a year ago already. Yeah.
Wow. Time flies. I wouldn't say time flies when you're having fun, but we were not having fun the last year.
Yeah, we had a lot of difficulties last year, but we were still having fun.
Yeah.
Nacho's here.
Nacho.
Hi, Nacho.
Get out the bowl, turn on the stove. It's bound to brighten your day. I know it's not always the best way, but today it's pancakes. The grill gets hot, the smell fills the house. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's an act of love, I would do it every day, just to see that smile on your face. Piled high upon our plates, I love me some pancakes. I love me some pancakes.
Me too, baby.
Well, yeah, that's why I wrote the song. It's because you love the pancakes.
I just want to clarify.
I just really need to clarify. I only love MichaelSongs pancakes.
That is true.
I don't really, I haven't had any other pancakes that I like as much, even remotely as close. I'm willing to try, but for the most part, it's all MichaelSongs pancakes.
So give it a good effort. We will gladly taste test all of the other pancakes to find out which are better. just double check the tuning here.
You gonna stick around with nostalgic song?
I sure am. So yeah, if Indy is still in the house, I know this is one of Indy's, Independent Men United's favorite MichaelSongs. And we've got a few more on the list, but if there's any MichaelSongs that you haven't heard yet tonight that you would like to hear, feel free to drop the song in the chat or your best guess at what the song is called or what it's about, and we will be happy to add that to the end of the list. This one's called Nostalgic Song.
I saw pictures long ago, all the streets were paved, all the streetlights worked. Oh, we never had it quite that good. Every street I knew by heart, we marked treasures on the maps the Lennies gave out. Oh, out inside to Tuckahoe. Rode our bikes in the rain, made adventures out of everything. Oh, I guess it wasn't all that bad. It's been years, thought I had nothing to say. Funny nostalgia works its way on everything, it shines a bit of grace. I miss that place. I saw pictures long ago, same kid, different road. Oh, some things never change, I guess. 40 years, give or take, better man, less mistakes. Oh, I try my best to move ahead. Settle down, close by, I never thought about the reasons why. Oh, I don't go back into that town. It's been years, I thought I had nothing to say. Funny nostalgia works its way on everything, it shines a bit of grace. I miss that place.
Thanks, Kurt. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, Maria's gonna have me make a whole like breakfast brunch album. I think, Nacho. I have to write. I gotta write a waffle song and a crepes song
Oh
and a
yeah, totally.
scramble song.
But I mean, of course.
You'll have to make everything in person so that we can get inspiration from it.
Okay, will do.
Actually, I'll tell you a funny story from our 10 years. Nacho, you might appreciate this, and others. I should say Nacho and others. You might appreciate this. I'm one of those grammar people. I correct my own grammar. Anyway, for a couple years, Michael and I lived in a little trailer, like a RV pull-behind trailer, not like a mobile home trailer. And we had no running water, and the only electricity we had was an extension cord, like a 100-foot extension cord. I think maybe 200-foot extension cords that were connected to each other. Very safe, totally to code. And this is when we were first dating, and MichaelSongs woke up, and he loves to cook. And he loves to cook for me. And it's one of the reasons why I married him. Many, many reasons. And he said, "What would you like for breakfast today, my dear?" and I turned to him in our little trailer with no stove, no real cooking, no kitchen. We had kind of ripped the kitchen out because there was a mouse situation. And
But
I
then
said,
we put a new kitchen in.
it was more like countertop and some a countertop and some drawers from IKEA. It was lovely, but it wasn't really a kitchen. It was more just like the island part of the kitchen. And I said, I would love some crepes. I would love some crepes, but not just any crepes, because I'm one of those picky people. I had to be like gluten-free and vegan and organic and fair trade and bird-friendly, happy crepes. And let me tell you, he made the best crepes. They were so good. They were so good.
Thanks. I had never made crepes before. I had to take to Google and find out. And this was back, what was that, 2000?
6 or 7.
Yeah, something like that. 2007, 2008.
We didn't have running water. We barely had electricity, so Wi-Fi was scant, to say the least.
Yeah. But we figured it out, and I made crepes. So now you just want a crepe song. A crepe song sounds a lot easier than figuring out how to make crepes for the first time.
Okay. I mean, you already did the one, so I have faith in you, baby. You can do it.
One time she asked for cinnamon buns, and the same thing. I'm like, I've never made cinnamon buns. So I made pancakes, and then I rolled them up, and I made like a little sauce that was similar to what goes on cinnamon buns. And it was like, cinnamon. They looked like cinnamon buns, they tasted like cinnamon buns, but I did not follow a cinnamon buns recipe.
Aw, all this time I thought there was actual cinnamon buns. You've revealed your magic. They were delicious nonetheless.
Also, we will add, yes, Folk and Blueser, we will add Flames on South Octagon to the set list for you. Thank you.
Every single yard of dirt, all these acres of worthless earth, proof upon proof, I'm no good in this world. Try as I may, I don't have the might to move these stones before I lose the light. Day after day, I'm losing this fight. Can you afford me just a little more time and strength at sunrise? Despite all my effort, I'm still lying here unresolved. The next step is the hardest one. Used to be easy when I was inspired. When breaking my back used to lead to something. Now it just leads to being tired. On my mind, my mother's heart, as she watched my father fall apart. That quiet strength in lifting him up and holding back while pushing on. Can you afford me just a little more time and strength at sunrise? Despite all my efforts, I'm still lying here unresolved. Worn out millstone produces no flower, no turning soil with a broken plow. I sift through my memories, forgetting her face. I still recall her voice so clear, so desperate I am to hear her say, you did a good job, but I'm still lying here, unresolved. Can you afford me just a little more time and strength at sunrise? At sunrise, at sunrise.
Good evening, Lady Campion. I hope that your stream went well. I will be catching the replay tomorrow.
Did you see Delusican's comment?
I did not see Delusican's comment. What was the...
Delusican said, love this guitar changes, great chords.
Oh, thanks so much, man. That's the part I work the hardest on is trying to at least be interesting and a little diverse if I can on the guitar playing.
Also, I believe you've been faced with a challenge, presented with a challenge.
Oh, what's the challenge?
Making a gluten-free Dutch baby.
I don't know what a Dutch baby is.
I don't either, but we will Google it and look it up. It's apparently a tasty something to do with lemon and sugar, maybe? I'm not sure. So it will be a gluten-free, sugar-free Dutch baby for me. But yeah, yummy.
All right. First I shall Google, and then I shall make.
Yes. Exciting.
And then if they're good, Kurt, we'll share the recipe with you.
There you go. We will hook you up.
We'll put it in the liner notes.
Yes. Joni Toole, good evening. Good to see you. All right, I have to... I stacked the songs that I find difficult to play. I put them right after each other. I'm not sure why, but here we go.
Was it something I said when you walked in the room that made you feel so small? No, you don't take compliments all that well, so I was trying to hold them in. An advantage you have over me, that you hold these things close to the vest, that you keep buttoned up, but someday you'll have to let someone in. Something I did that you cannot forgive, and you blame yourself for. You best figure it out and wash off this doubt. You've been in here too long. When you finally come out, all eyes are on you. You wonder what you did wrong. No, you don't take compliments all that well, but you have to let someone in. Is the road too long? Outside your comfort zone, no going back. The past is already gone. So get on that road and take control. No one else is at the wheel. If it's out of reach, oh, you gotta move your feet. No one said it'd be easy to achieve. Is the path too steep? Oh, to reach the peak, you gotta lighten your load. Just get on that road. Oh, you're in control. Take the wheel and go.
There you go.
We're sharing recipes in the chat now.
Oh, okay.
This turned into the MichaelSongs
It's a cooking
show.
channel now. Many vibes. Good to see you. I'll have to read the chat back later so I can get all of the cooking and recipe tips.
Feel free to drop your favorite ice cream recipe, everyone. We will try them out as best we can.
Yeah, actually, my favorite ice cream is there's a lemon ice cream that I make, and I make these chocolate chip carrot cake cookies that go with the lemon ice cream. Oh, that's my favorite.
Hello, I think we need those. It's been a while.
Speaking of treats.
Ask me again what I want to be. Doctor, fireman, or police. Lawyer, or president. I don't see the relevance of such a narrow view. Whole world is laid out in front of me. Endless paths, I could go anywhere, anything. Ask me again what I want to do. The big day approaching, but this seems more for you. A pool full of ice cream you offer, whatever I can dream. Take your cake, need all the frosting. took on my spaceship. I cardboarded and taped it, blast off into orbit, where it's finally silent around me. You ask me again what I wanted to be, and I answered quiet, oh, quietly.
That's such a great song.
Thanks. Hey, Josh, good to see you, Josh. Thanks for being here. I appreciate so much everyone coming and taking time to hang out with us each week. We really, really appreciate it. I'll do a quick recap for things that people missed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, Maria's grandmother made this. She painted this for our 10th anniversary. Yesterday was Maria and I. It was our 10th wedding anniversary. Her grandmom painted this, and she named her Wilma to hang out with Willow over here. That was one thing. And then I've got a live show coming up on Saturday, so we wanted to have some merch. So we made some merch. So we've got MichaelSongs tote bags. Pretty cool.
Very cool. With the designs by MichaelSongs and by me.
Yeah.
It was a collaboration, design collaboration.
Yeah. If you watch the replay later, you'll see we shared a bunch of pictures from our wedding honeymoon trip in New Zealand. So go on back and catch the replay to see those. Oh, there you go. You're sharing Lake Matheson. It was a fun night. What else did we do? Oh, we have something coming up. Also, I dropped it. And then now we're going to attempt to play.
Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah, we're going to play the song Because of You. Originally, we were going to release the video tonight as a standalone video, but we listened back, and I don't think that it's good enough. So
Did you do Flames?
we're going to do that afterwards.
After this?
Yeah. We're going to do Because of You. We're going to try to play the video from the video along to it. We'll see how that goes. We didn't practice, so maybe it'll loop. Maybe it'll stop video before I'm done playing the song, but we're going to try it.
Loop, that's smart.
Yeah, put it on a loop.
Okay. I'll get it set up.
Yeah. And then after that, we're gonna hit any requests. So Folk and Blues have requested Flames on South Octagon, so we'll play that next. If anybody else has any other MichaelSongs requests that they would like to hear tonight before the night is over, just drop them in the chat, and we'll get to them.
Do you need a refill of anything while you're?
No, I'm good. I paced my beverage intake tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm doing good.
Alrighty. So
This is a first time ever done exclusive of MichaelSongs playing
Trying to play along to a video.
to a video. And when I say first, I mean we didn't even practice it. So.
Yeah. But we wanted to share this because some of you have seen this video. It was on Chad Freeman's. It was the Valentine's Day show, right?
Yeah.
Or was that what it was for? Or was it?
I can't imagine it was
It was the Maria and MichaelSongs show. Chad had.
I think it was Valentine's Day show. So we played it on there. We put it together real quick, and we were going to release it. So we're sharing it because it's pictures of us through all of our relationship, and we thought that tonight would be the best night to share all of that imagery. So here we go. So I start playing on the third roar of the line.
fingers
Beginning.
crossed. Let's see. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm just going to start.
Oh, we got it. Okay.
I'm like a tumbleweed rolling through this vacancy. My mind keeps missing all the marks. There's a latency, but oh, it all lines up because of you. Oh, it all lines up because of you. I'm like a tumbleweed rolling through this vacancy. That's not it. I'm looking at the pictures because they're fun to look at. I'm like an abacus, a little outdated and a lot untouched. I can't keep track of everything. It keeps multiplying. Oh, it all adds up because of you. Oh, it all adds up because of you. Like an open book, left it on the table, left and overlooked. So many pages left unread. I'm like a dog-eared page in the middle of a chapter, something to say. You tore me out and held me up, and now I'm on display. A whole lot of nervous system songs to play. You make me feel like I'm enough. You do. Oh, I'm all I am. It all works out because of you. I am a man in love, it's the one thing that I'm certain of. I question everything else. I know it's all okay, 'cause I got you and you would say your best is always good enough. Oh, I'm all I am because of you. Oh, I'm all I am.
Yes, Pendar, we went curling. I was actually pretty good at curling.
You
That
were
was-
quite good at it.
That was the hardest thing I ever did because I was just looking at all the pictures and I was like, I have to pay attention to playing the song.
You did a great job,
Thanks.
and you nailed the timing. Really, we should have recorded that.
Yeah, that would have made a good video.
That was very good.
Oh, Pendar was in a curling like. Pendar,
What?
you're actually not too far from us, so we'll meet you for curling sometime. In the, I guess, winter we need. Well, I guess there's indoor curling. You can do it at any time you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pendar's only like 6 hours from us.
Oh, that's so close.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed curling. It's pretty cool.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's fun to look back at those pictures sometimes and see all the different things that we've done over the past.
20 years is a long time. I just want to, we should have said this before, but you may have noticed that many of the pictures I'm more prominent. That's only because MichaelSongs didn't like his picture taken for many, many, many years. So I
still don't. I tolerate it now because I decided to perform music.
Yes.
For people.
I had to be creative with taking pictures of us because I thought it was important that the two of us had photos and memories. Pictures are obviously important to me, and looking back on things. And we did some really cool stuff, so I'm glad that we took pictures. So anyway, if you noticed that there were a lot of Maria faces, that's why.
Yeah, I spent 30 years not letting anyone take pictures of me, so that it was always head down, head down.
Yeah.
I'm still very uncomfortable with the pictures and the cameras, but I'm working on it. So this is for Folk and Blueser. This is Flames on South Octagon by request. If anybody else has any other requests, let us know.
There was one more.
There was one more?
Lady Campion said there was a new one. She couldn't remember the name of it. I'm wondering if it's North Star, but she said there was a new one.
Okay. When is it? North Star or Empty Pockets?
Or it could have been one that we played, like Better Place.
Okay, that's not that new.
Okay.
Lady Campion, if you can remember if it's finger picky or if it's not finger picky,
Strummy.
that might help. I'll play both and just see, and she can let us know which one.
Okay.
But this is Flames on South Octagon for Folk and Blueser.
Feel the heat upon my face. I can feel the cold ground through my feet. Everything I have turning to ash as I watch on in disbelief. There's no running back inside to choose what will survive. I will be thankful for my life a little later on. See the lights up on the brick. Through the smoke it's getting thicker, flashing red and blue, but I don't see you. And there's no running back inside to choose who will survive. I will be thankful for my life a little later on. Monday morning comes, I was overwhelmed before the morning bell. My friends gathered around, they all want to know what happened back inside. I can't look them in the eye, 'cause I don't really know. It all went down so fast, in minutes it was done, recounting smudged and blurred. What I recall, what I was told, but here it goes. I could hear the shouting down below, calling everyone to get outside. I couldn't make it to the stairs, there was too much smoke. I could hear the sound of fires, the taste of charcoal in my throat. It called me to my window to jump. Pushed through broken glass, now I'm sitting on the edge of that old window pane, the one with all the peeling paint. I feel the heat upon my back and the cold air on my face. I know all this will take a leap of faith. Falling so fast for so long. burying their bones.
Lady Campion says it was probably a finger picky one.
Okay, I think that's Empty Pockets. Believe I have this song memorized, but why take the chance? I've got the lyrics right here. Yes, so Lady Campion, let me know if this is the song that you are thinking. Oh, you're welcome, Al. Aviator, good to see you.
I empty out my pockets onto the kitchen table. All the dings and dents that will surely be there for forever. Well, I'm just hoping for another day. I'm sorry that I'm late. I'm just glad to make it home again. I dusted off the cobwebs and thought about the moment I was driving home to see her. Should have stopped off for burritos or anything to put me in a different place. I'm sorry that I'm late. I'm just glad to make it home again. Now we're driving to the ER. I hope it isn't too far. Everything just takes forever, and I don't want to be here with all the noise, flashing lights, and the pain. When will I be myself again? Ever be the same again? All I got are empty pockets and a mountain's worth of wishes. I'm just trying to move past this, but my body just won't listen. When will I be myself again? Am I just fooling myself that I'll ever be the same again? out her empty pockets. I empty out my pockets onto the kitchen table, all these dings and dents that will surely be there for forever. And I'm just grateful for another day.
Thanks. So let us know, Lady Campion, if that was it. Good morning to you, Imp. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Josh Harris.
Yes, I saw Josh Harris. I believe I said hello to Josh Harris. Unless there's any other requests, I will request a song of myself. I'm gonna do It's Only Words.
Yay! I was gonna request that one.
Good.
That's my request.
Okay.
Is that a little too enthusiastic? That's all I heard.
So if there's no other requests, we're going to play It's Only Words and then wrap up there for the evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for... Okay, good. Lady Campion says she thinks that was the song.
Woo woo.
Awesome. Thank you, Lady Campion. Appreciate that. I lost my train of thought.
I was just going to add thank you for the additional happy anniversary wishes and greetings from folks in the chat. That really means a lot to us. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, thank you all so much. We greatly appreciate that. We have loved the last 10 years of being married together. We've loved the last 20 years of knowing each other and being friends.
It's one of those things that feels eternal.
Yes.
Like, in a good way, not.
Yeah. I don't, is eternal is ever used as a bad thing? Oh, I guess eternal suffering, yeah.
Not that I'm laughing at eternal suffering, but.
Now you know my mindset, though. I think of the positive things first as often as possible.
Aw, that's why we'll be together forever.
You.
What the fuck was that?
If I tell you what actually was happening, it came across funnier than it was intent. I sipped coffee and then I had a burp that I was trying to hold in, so I was trying to respond to you, but I felt a burp. So I was like, "Don't burp." So all I could get at was a yup.
I would have rather had to burp.
A burp. We're gonna spend eternity together, and I'm like, burp.
Burp. I'm so glad you're my husband. Where are we at now?
We're at It's Only Words. Kurt, yes, that's exactly the same sentiment here. It is partially why that song was written. This is Pendar's favorite. I know Mrs. High really likes this song a lot.
Is this the Who song?
This is one of the many Ooh songs. Maria likes this song. Again, this was written... it was written to help me, but I hope it can help other people. If you have negative self-talk in your head, I say in your head, but if you say negative things to yourself out loud as well, I just try to change those words, be a little kinder to yourself. This song is a reminder of that to me. Like many people, I'm very insecure, I'm very full of doubt. Trying to tell myself it's okay to have those feelings, and you'll just get better and better at the things that you don't think you're good at, or the things that you don't think that you do well, or if you mess up, you'll do better next time.
day alone with my thoughts, insecure with a head full of doubt, wasting time, arguing with myself. No one else here to blame. What would be the point of that anyway? I blame no one else for the state that I'm in. I know it's all my fault. I didn't try hard enough to be heard, but it's only words. Ooh, it's only words. To put myself down before anyone can. Oh, what good does that do? What I hope for me, what I hope for you, is we all get to a point of showing more love to ourselves. Blame no one else for the state that I'm in. I know it's all my fault. But I'll bring a new light into the room, and I'll shine all the love from my heart. I'm not broken by these words. It's only words. Ooh, they're only words. They're only words. Here you go. Treat yourselves a little better, everybody. Have a great night. Fantastic week. Thank you so much for all the celebratory applauses and hearts and the little horns with the confetti things. All the emojis of celebrations for our 10th anniversary. We greatly appreciate it. We're very thankful that you're spending your time here. Thank you to all who have been putting some stuff into our tip jar. We really appreciate that. Very grateful for that.
And it's been seriously awesome spending this last 9th year with you guys, right? Ninth year married together with you all. And here's to a whole bunch more.
Absolutely. So thank you all. We'll see you again soon. Axe and Nacho tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you all stop by. We'll be live again on Sunday at 12 noon. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up this week. We're going to try to hit indie shows. Everybody, if anybody's here that doesn't know, which I believe most of the people in chat already know, Independent Menu United does a show on Friday nights starting at 8, and the first half is open mic night. I keep thinking I'll be able to make it there, and then I keep not being able to make it there. I will try again this week. But it's always a fun time over there. So make sure you're there. And all the other fantastic shows. Mrs. High and Pendar, same thing. I keep thinking I'll get there. Dealing with some physical stuff. Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm not okay. But when I am, I will be there. That's Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern is Mrs. High and Pendar's open mic. May at 10 p.m. Eastern. There's just an endless list. Joe Norman does, is it Mondays? I think Mondays, Joe Norman. So yeah, if you all want to drop your links to your things here, feel free to do so. And keep making music, keep spreading joy, do all the good things. That's all I got.
I'm really enjoying all these messages. Thank you all.
Thank you all so much. It's really, we really feel your love and your support and your camaraderie, and it just brings so much joy to our hearts to do this with you all. So thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.